with us from Keaton Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands, particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. These two teams don't exactly love each other, and man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You can.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Direct snap. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. The ride. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. No score on the board as this offense has used its ball control to dominate here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stat. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Coleman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown! Wolfpack made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tar Heels offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. The give to the left. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
He's taking the shot. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Snagged in the middle, it's Rogers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Williams lets it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Can hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. This time on target. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just keep slinging it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Complete. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Here comes the heat. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moves the pocket. It's O'Neal. He's got the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire 1st half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown in the last possession of the 1st half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the 2nd half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Throwing, Williams. Quick completion on the out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Tar Heels head coach at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted.
It's O'Neal. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that
Pulls it in down the sideline. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Got him on the RPO. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush is on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. NC State quick to the line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the 2nd half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being
looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Williams. They're all over him. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it, but if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
NC State 14, North Carolina 10.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Sets his feet. It's O'Neal. Throw. Tight end. Right side, it's Warren. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Camarda. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to...
On the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Quick step and go. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Nice move to keep running. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
North Carolina 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll need a bunch on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Camarda. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Out wide left, it's Taylor. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Second and long here. Moving the pocket, it's O'Neal. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Third and long right here. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They were all over it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UNC! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll go to the fullback. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. NC State going up tempo. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and